Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks. Week 11 is here. Week 10 is in the books, and thank goodness. I didn't have a good feeling on Week 10. That's why I only gave you like two best bets. Last week I went 0-3 in my teasers, 0-2 in my best bets, and 2-1 in my under and overs on Twitter. What can you say? And then even my survival. Now I'm out of my second one. I picked Pittsburgh, and they tied. What can you do? Today marks a great day as I got my divorce finalized. Yeah, it just took 3 years. Thank you, COVID. For anybody going through that midlife crisis when you're 40, don't marry someone half your age. It never works out. Now, on with the contest. The weekly winner comes from Here Comes the Rain, who went 11-3 on that horrid week. ATS wise, that's pretty good. He got 89 points for the week. But overall, Moby Polito is still in first place. He went 7-7 with 63 points. And he commented last week and below on his picks, and he did pretty good. Overall, he's still the week winner at 85-63 overall with 724 points. So yeah, he's still leading it. He also, he won 2 weeks in a row, or not 2 weeks in a row, but he won week 4 and week 6. So he's winning the weeks as well. And the ATS winner, Half Moon's #1 payout. Yeah, I get you. I don't even know who that is. It's someone I know, I'm sure. This person is 87-61 ATS wise. So he's leading the best, picks ATS wise. Pretty good for the season so far. That's going to be hard to maintain. These crazy weeks we had the last 3 weeks. Me, I dropped below 500. I went 4-10 with only 31 points. There's some people that only got one game right, and that's more than one, unbelievable. So I'm 71-77 overall with 578 points, and I'm 32nd out of 100. Still improving. I'm feeling good this week. I'm feeling good today. I feel great on these picks. So let's get on with the picks. And Thursday Night Football, a non-conference game, we got New England Patriots traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. The New England Patriots are a 6.5-point favorite. Atlanta, home dog, they are 0-3 at home this season. And who did they beat? This team is 4-5 and 4-5 ATS wise, but they beat the Giants, the Jets, Miami, and New Orleans. Nothing to write home about. Now New England, they're on a 4-game win streak. They are 3-1 ATS on the road. Feeling real good about this game. So I'm taking New England -6.5. Next, we got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are a 7-point home favorite. Indianapolis 3-1 ATS on the road, pretty impressive for a 5-5 ball club. Buffalo 6-3, but they're 3-1 ATS on the road. But this is the kicker that got me. As a 7-point favorite, they are 3-0 ATS wise. So here they are, 7 points. So give me Buffalo -7 points. Next, we got another non-conference battle. We got the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are a 6-point home dog. Baltimore, not too impressive that Thursday night. I know it's an off week for a lot of teams last week. But Baltimore, they're on the long week. They had that Thursday night game. They are 1-3 ATS away. They're 6-3 overall. They might have a bounce back, but I'm not feeling it. I didn't feel nothing the last few games I watched at Baltimore. Chicago, same thing. They just not showed me anything, but that was without Montgomery. They did have Montgomery back, but he might have not been 100%. Here they are. They're back home off a bye. Montgomery had, exactly a week ago, and he's on my fantasy team. And they're at home. I know they're only a 3-6 team, but I'm at home getting 6 points. I don't think Baltimore should be getting 6 points to anybody, no matter who they play. So give me Chicago +6 points. Next, we got the Detroit Lions traveling to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns are a 10-point home favorite. Detroit back-to-back road games. You know, I put very limited notes on Detroit games. You know, Cleveland, they might have Hunt back. They might have Chubb back. You know, I know Baker Mayfield's just a little bit banged up. It don't matter who's at quarterback. The Lions are just so bad. I think after you know, Cleveland got, you know, pounced on last week, they're just gonna come back home and just deal the same to the Lions. The Lions are just gonna lay down, especially on back-to-back road games. It's gonna take enough out of them. This should be an onslaught. So give me Cleveland -10. Next, we got the Houston Texans traveling to the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans are a 10.5-point home favorite. Oh, you know, every time I pick Houston, I lose. They're just so bad. They're the worst AFC team in the AFC, and here we are, the Tennessee, I think the best team in the AFC. They got the best and the worst, but everything tells me that they go Houston. Let me give you an example. This is a divisional game. Usually divisional games are close, right? You got Houston off a bye week, you know, and we got Tennessee might be looking ahead to play the Patriots the following week. Tyrod Taylor comes back for the Houston. I know not that, you know, he definitely brings, you know, brings the game up better for the Houston Texans, but Houston's on an 8-game lose streak and Tennessee's on a 6-game win streak. Everything tells me, you know, to go with Houston. It's all there. It's 10.5 points, divisional game. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna put too much money in, too much stock in this game, but maybe just a little bit. So give me Houston plus 10.5 points. Next, we got the Green Bay Packers traveling to the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are a 2.5-point home dog. I went up and down on this one. Kirk Cousins versus the Green Bay Packers are 2-3-1. Not a great record, but it's a divisional game. It's a low spread. Minnesota is 1-3 ATS wise at home. Green Bay's on a roll. They're just tearing it up. Green Bay is 5-0 ATS on the road. They are 9-1 overall ATS wise and 8-2 record, leading the NFC North. Until, you know, someone trounces on the Green Bay Packers. I know Aaron Jones might be out for the game, but you know, you still got Aaron Rodgers with you know, he's on a mission, especially this year. So give me Green Bay Packers -2.5. Next, we got the Miami Dolphins traveling to the New York Jets. The New York Jets are a 3-point home dog. Jets, what can you say? They're just doing horrible. Mike White, horrible game. What did he throw? Like 3 or 4 interceptions. Will they bring out Joe Flacco? I think we might see Joe Flacco this week. You know, I mean, can you get any worse than what they're doing right now? The coaching staff horrible. The Jets, oh my God. Miami looked pretty good on Thursday night, beating Baltimore. Tua might come in and play this week. Like I said, but it's a 3-7 team versus a 2-7 team. I mean, it's a 3-point. You know, last year this game went 20-3 Miami. So I'm thinking the same thing. So give me Miami -3. Next, we got the New Orleans Saints traveling to the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles are a 1.5-point favorite. Pretty much a pick 'em. Philadelphia 1-3 ATS at home. But you know, who did they play at home? So when you look at this number, you're like, oh, everybody's going, there go Saints. Saints, you know, they're Philadelphia's horrible at home. But looking back, they played San Francisco, they played the Chiefs, they played Tampa Bay, and they played the Chargers all at home. You know, that's why they're 0-4 and 1-3 against the spread. Saints, when I look at the Saints, they got a quarterback for running, they got a quarterback for the Wildcat, they got a quarterback for this, they got a quarterback for that. It looks like a high school team. They don't know what to play. They surely missed Drew Brees. Last year, the Philadelphia Eagles won by a field goal. This game was played as 24-21. I'm guessing it's going to be about the same thing. Both these teams have nothing to write home about. I'm taking the home team. I think the Eagles impressed me a little bit this year. So give me Philadelphia -1.5. Next, we got the Washington Redskins traveling to Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers are a 3-point home favorite. Cam Newton's back. That's what he had to say when they put him on the 1-yard line. They're running in for a touchdown. He screamed, "I'm back," took off his helmet, and got a 15-yard penalty. But I'm glad he's back. I've been harking on him all year, you know, with the COVID thing, and they pushed him out because he had COVID and he's not vaccinated. Well, he's been putting on Twitter he's vaccinated, and voila, he's back in the NFL from one video to another, just like that. All right, so it means a lot to some people, I guess. I don't know. But either way, he's back and he did fairly well. I'm wishing him, the best. I think Washington, they played Tampa Bay well. They beat them. They played that cover too. Brady didn't know what to do. So it was a good game by them. I don't think they're going to do the same with Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton's going to roll the Washington. They had their game last week. Now it's time for Carolina to shine. So give me Carolina -3. Next, we got the San Francisco 49ers traveling to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars are a 7-point home dog. And before the Monday night game, San Francisco was a 5.5-point favorite. And after they won that Rams game, they marked them up another 1.5. Just like that. Just because they beat the Rams. It was an off week, I know. San Francisco played pretty good, I have to admit. They played flawlessly. But I think it's more of the Rams. They just couldn't get in sync. Matt Stafford, pick sixes, made San Francisco look pretty good. Even though, the Rams couldn't stop the run with that awesome defense they got. But, here at Jacksonville, I think this number is just way too much. I know San Francisco, they're on a short week on top of that. I know Jacksonville, they got more rest than San Francisco. And they might be ready for it. I know they're not the greatest team in the world. I think these two teams are pretty much even, or it should be a 3-point spread. So give me Jacksonville +7. Next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders are a 1-point home dog. Yeah, this is pretty much even here. You got a 5-4 team versus a 5-4 team. 4-5 ATS, 4-5 ATS. Cincinnati off a bye, and Las Vegas off a letdown game. Both teams are on a 2-game losing streak. So who do I pick? I picked the Cincinnati Bengals. They're off a bye, so give me Cincinnati -1. Next, we got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are a 2.5-point home favorite. Dallas 7-2 record versus the Kansas City Chiefs 6-4. Kansas City looked pretty impressive this week. They are on a 3-game win streak. And Dallas 8-1 against the spread and 4-0 against the spread on the road. This is a non-conference battle. Chiefs, have you noticed, teams that are having a bye the following week pretty much lay down. Look who's on bye this week. We got Denver, we got the Rams, both of them lost. Here we got the Kansas City going into a bye. They may let down or not play as well. So give me the Dallas Cowboys +2.5. Next, we got the Arizona Cardinals traveling to the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks are a 2.5-point home dog. Arizona 5-0 ATS on the road. I don't know if Kyler Murray's playing yet or not. He might be back, or they might. I would guess they'd rest him. He's the following week they have a bye as well, so he'd get 2 weeks rest and then come back after the bye. Seattle, but they haven't been playing well. I don't even think Russell Wilson's 100% with that finger. He got shut out last week. Usually off a shutout, teams do well. And here's Seattle at home as a dog. But Seattle's defense is ranked 31st in the league. So I think even if Arizona don't even play Kyler Murray, they should score a few points. It's low point spread, 2.5 points. I'm not going to do anything with this game as far as real money goes. So give me Arizona -2.5 points. Next, we got the Sunday night football. We got Pittsburgh traveling to the Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers are a 4.5-point home favorite. Chargers off a loss, Pittsburgh off a tie. Rudolph and tied the Detroit Lions. That's all over everywhere. You got Rudolph versus Herbert. I think Pittsburgh is too banged up for this. Roethlisberger is probably still not going to play. He's still on COVID protocol. The Chargers are at home. I know this ain't a big deal. The Chargers haven't even been playing that great. I don't even know how to pick Chargers anymore. It's like they lost me one of my suicide pools. But what can I do? Pick Pittsburgh on the road. So give me the Los Angeles Chargers -4.5 points. And last but not least, we got the Monday night football game. We got the New York Giants traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 11.5-point home favorite. Man, when was the last time you seen Tampa Bay beat anybody by more than 11.5 points? It's right off the bat. The Giants are at 3-1 ATS on the road. Tampa Bay, they're 3-1 ATS at home. Do I think Tampa Bay is going to lose to the Washington Football Club and then again to the Giants? Probably not. I really like Tampa Bay to win, but not by 11.5 points. New York Giants are off a bye, so give me the New York Giants plus 11.5 points. All right, last time I forgot to give you the best bets and the teasers and whatnot. Everybody said, where they at? And I just wrote them on the screen. Well, it doesn't really work that way now, so I'm just going to record audio and instead of setting up the whole setup, the whole 9 yards, I'm just going to give it to you straight up and put the text on the screen. So for my teasers, I got four teams. I like Dallas teased, I like Tennessee Titans teased, and San Francisco and Buffalo teased. Those are probably my 4 best. You can do 2 teams on variations of that. My best bets, I got 4 of them. I got Dallas, Carolina, New England, and Cleveland. Those are my best bets, 4 of them for the week. That's all against the spread. And nothing against suicide. I'm out of the suicide pool, so not much to say about that, so I'm done with that. So there you go. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter where you can get the unders and overs on what I got this week. And yeah, keep on watching. Thank you very much. Out of the 14 games last week, the upsets covered 9 of them, ATS-wise. So if you were to pick all upsets for the whole week, you would have did pretty good. So that's it for the week. I thank you again for stopping by. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Peace.